The Kaesong Industrial Complex is a jointly run factory park between South and North Korea, largely viewed as the last remaining symbol of economic cooperation between the two Koreas. Now, for a decade up until 2014, South Korean firms operating in the inter-Korean industrial zone were exempt from paying anything to use the land based on a 2004 agreement. Well, that agreement has now been expired, and the two Koreas have been locked in more than a year of negotiations trying to reach a compromise on how much South Korean companies should pay the North for operating on its land. Well, that deal was struck today. Arirang News Unification Ministry correspondent Connie Kim is live in the studio with me. Now, Connie, before jumping into the figures, give us some background on this issue.
Good evening, Konyang. Well, like you mentioned, the two Koreas started their negotiations in November last year. Now, North Korea demanded that South Korean companies pay 80 cents per square meter for all of the land that was to be developed under the 2004 agreement. But on the other hand, Seoul insisted on paying half of that, or 40 cents, for only the land they are currently operating in. And there were some differences between the two sides there, but eventually, after months of tug of war, the two sides managed to find the middle ground for their requests.
South Korean companies operating in the inter-Korean Kaesong Industrial Complex will have to pay 64 cents per square meter every year for the land they use there. That was the agreement reached on Thursday by the two Koreas after more than a year of negotiations. The 123 South Korean firms operating in the complex have been exempt from paying land use fees until this year, based on a 2004 agreement that allowed the South to use the land free for a decade. Under the new agreement, the land use fee will be due once a year by December 20th, though this first payment won't be due until February 20th, 2016, as the deal wasn't reached until after that date. The fee was set based on the special nature of the joint industrial complex and the burden on the South Korean companies operating there. It can be renegotiated every 4 years, but new fees cannot be more than 20% higher than the one preceding it.